Next, you're going to choose your best print, and this is one that was done last year, and you're going to make a paper mount which is going to frame your print. And the reason we do this is if there's any marks, dirty marks around your print, it will cover them up, and also it gives your print a nice professional finish. You'll notice when you look at this that the section, bottom section of your paper mount is wider here than it is at the top. You may have noticed this in pictures around your house. And this is because if you make the distance here and here the same, it has an optical illusion, and this bit here will end up looking smaller. So we always make this bit here larger. So the first thing you've got to do is to measure the size of your print. They're all slightly different, so make sure you measure carefully. This one is 20 centimetres high and 7.8 wide. So you need a nice thick piece of cartridge paper, and the first thing you're going to do is fold it in half. And we're going to place the ruler down on your page. We know we want it to be 20 centimetres high, and just by eye I'm looking that that area there is wider than the area at the top, as we discussed. We've got a little bit of mark on the page, a little mark there, so I know that that's 20 centimetres high. Now we said the print was 7.8 centimetres wide, so because we're folding the paper when we cut it, I only need to measure in half that width, which is 3.9. I'm measuring in that dot, the dot will be at the top, 3.9. And hopefully, when I join these two lines up, it should still be 20 centimetres. Yes, it is, good. Okay, so there we go. So now I just need to cut these out. I'm going to really hold the paper firmly together so it doesn't move when I cut. Pinching it together. Cutting neatly and accurately. And there we have a nice, neat paper mount for your best print. Next, you need to glue around your print. And then glue on your paper mount. It's a good idea when you can see any pencil marks to put the pencil side down. And then because you're going to stick this in your sketchbook on the guillotine, you just need to trim a small amount off every side so that this remains in the centre. If you did it off just one side, it would look less central, and wouldn't be central. So now this is just smaller than A4 and will fit neatly in your sketchbook. Remember, if you butt it up against this edge each time, it's going to be perfectly square. So now you can stick that in your sketchbook. Now the rest of your prints, they might not be quite square on the page, or they might have dirty marks around them. So on the guillotine, you're going to trim them so they have just a couple of millimetres around the edge. We don't want any dirty marks. So I'm not going right up against the print. As you can see, I've left a couple of millimetres of white all the way around. And then you're going to stick all your prints, your best print first, and then all your other prints into your sketchbook, and you're going to use the right-hand page only. Now this is because the prints can be slightly sticky still and transfer some printing ink onto the opposite page, and we don't want it to transfer onto one of your lovely prints, so stick them on the right-hand page only.